There is actually a very clear progression in how the ancient Egyptians came up with a smooth-sided pyramid that does reflect this sense of outdoing prior monuments. But most people don't realize is that the Pyramids of Giza are the final part of that progression. It all starts in the pre-dynastic period, where pharaohs made relatively large, flat tombs that essentially would have looked like a giant rectangle in the ground. We call these tombs mastabas, which is the Arabic word for bench, because it kind of looks like a big, flat bench. Some had some simple decoration on the side, while some had what we call the palace facade pattern, and they had different rooms inside that would hold all the funerary goods as well as subsidiary burials. Then Pharaoh Djoser of the Old Kingdom, with his architect Imhotep, pretty much thought of the idea of placing multiple mastabas on top of each other in different sizes, and thus created the first pyramid, the Step Pyramid of Djoser in Saqqara. Mastabas then became the normal type of tomb for high officials and royal family members, though they can vary in size depending on how important you were. Later, Pharaoh Seneferu wanted to go bigger and tried 3 times to fill the gaps of the Step Pyramid to make a perfect pyramid. The first one was the Meidum Pyramid, which collapsed in the middle of making it, but you can see all the steps here. The next was the Bent Pyramid of Dashur, which was a success in that it was a smooth-sided pyramid, but they got the angle wrong, and then they started to change it halfway, which gives it its bent appearance. Seneferu's final pyramid, the Red Pyramid of Dashur, was a success and the first smooth-sided pyramid. Only then do you get to the Pyramids of Giza, but at this point they realized how much work these structures really required, especially if you died before it was finished and your successor had to both finish your pyramid and start their own, which is what happened with the Pyramids of Giza, and that is technically sort of why they get progressively smaller over time. Later Old Kingdom and Middle Kingdom pharaohs also attempted to build pyramids, and some tried to be this large, but many of them did not hold the power that those before them did, and tried to cut corners in building, which is why you can find many of these pyramids collapsed. Let me know if this makes sense or if you want to know why this pyramid scheme was eventually abandoned by the pharaohs.